Hey you guys, thank you so much for tuning in and welcome to my channel. Today I wanted to do a collective swatch and review of some eyeshadow palettes I've been collecting for like a few months now, and none of these palettes are brand new. I want to tell you guys up front, none of these are brand new, but I've just been buying makeup, but I haven't been uploading frequently. I know that, but I've just been collecting and buying makeup. So and we are drawing to the end of the year, so we are bound to encounter a lot of sale discounts and stuff like that. So I thought, let me share my opinion with you guys on these palettes and swatches, and if they are worth getting at a discounted price. I thought it might be useful, you know. So yeah, let's get into the video. I have 1 2 3 4 5 6. I have 6 palettes. One of them is a face palette from Juvia'S place. Hang on, this is Afrique. I'm sorry. That is a face palette. Yeah, the Afrique is actually the latest palette from Juvia'S place. So yeah, let's get into the video, you guys. Hang on, I have something on my lap which needs to go down. So I have 3 palettes from Juvia'S place. Let me start with Juvia'S place. So I have the Afrique, and then I have the Warrior, which I swore I would not buy. I don't know what happened, what came over me. I just bought it. I don't know what happened. I just bought it. And then I have the Saharan blush volume 1. This is in fact a palette that was released last year. This is quite old. And then I have the Cheers to the Beauty, which is still in stock. I don't know how is this still in stock. I don't know. It's still in stock. They were discounted 50%, I think. It was 50% off, but right now I think it's $35. It was $25, but right now it's $35 and it's still in stock. So I wanted to do a swatch and review. When I made a video on this, I think it was a beauty haul video. One of my viewers really wanted to know if I like this or not, swatch and review and that stuff. So I thought it would be useful. And then another color drain is one of these minis. I just ended up buying one of their minis, which is the Very Cute palette from Color Drain. And then finally my very first Violet Voss eyeshadow palette. So this is the HASTAG palette. So they were doing like 40% off sale a few months ago. So I thought, let me try Violet Voss. And there have been like hype, and then there's like in between, and then some people don't like the formula. So I really wanted to see what it's all about. So I bought the HASTAG palette. This is what it looks like. This was the only palette which I felt that this might interest me somehow. So yes, I think I'm wearing all of the palettes on my eyes. Yes, I mean, wow, I'm impressed with myself. I'm wearing every single palette in my face, you guys. I think the eyeshadow palette I have, I've used 5 palettes on my face, my eyes, and then my cheek obviously has this blush. So let me just break it down for you guys before we start, because you know, wearing all 5 eyeshadow palettes on the eyes can be a little confusing, what colors and everything. So this purple shade is right here, just this purple shade that you see right there, just on the top above the crease. That is that. Let me just quickly swatch that for you. This is actually like a satin shade almost, so you can definitely use that to buff out the crease, or even if you want a colorful look, you can definitely use it like above the crease. So that is that purple. And then I have this red just below that purple. I know it looks like fuchsia, but this red mixed in with this purple just kind of turn into like a reddish pink, like a pinkish red. So that is that red that you see there. And then the Afrique palette, I have this, hang on, yeah, this copper shade just in the center of the lid. That is the shade that you see, like a reddish, not like a reddish, almost like an orangish copper. And then in the inner and outer corner of the eyelids, the gold that you see is actually from Cheers to the Beauty palette, the shade Nightingale. Hang on, sorry about that blinding thing that was going on. That is that like a burnt antique gold. So I applied this gold in the inner and the outer corner of the eyelids, and then on the center I applied the orangish copperish shade. And then in the lower lash line and like in the outer V, I have this kind of, it looks very ashy, but it's quite dark, you guys. It's a good color. It's definitely purple. And in fact, on the eyes, it darkens. It's a good, beautiful color. And it's called Purple Berry, the one in the top row. And then just to deepen the crease, just in the dark color you see there is actually the black. ILY, this black from the Violet Voss palette. And finally, in the inner corner, the silver that you see is from the Cheers to the Beauty palette, the Diamond Jubilee color. So yeah, there you go. I have all 5 eyeshadows. I've used all 5 eyeshadow palettes on my eyes. I think that's quite an accomplishment. So yeah, let's get into it, you guys. Let's start with the Juvia'S Place. Yeah, let me just remove the swatch from my arm. So those are the colors that I used. I think I didn't swatch the, hang on, I did not swatch this, the silver, and I did not swatch, what else did I swatch? Did I not swatch? The black. Yep, I didn't swatch the black. Just, you know, just to make it complete. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've used 7 eyeshadows in this look, and it came from these 5 eyeshadow palettes, you guys. So yeah, so let's just keep this maybe. I don't know why, but let's just maybe keep it. Let's swatch on the right hand. Hang on, let me just get rid of my watch. It's huge. I just love these, I don't know, these bulky, sporty watches. I just hate those metal strap watches. I don't know what it is. I just love these sporty, chunky, bulky watches, you guys. Now let's start with, did I say Juvia'S Place? Yeah, let's start with the Afrique Palette. You have the shades right here. The layout looks very similar to the Saharan 1 palette. Saharan or Sahara? Saharan 1 palette. Sahara 2 is one of my all-time favorite palettes across the board, just not among the Juvia'S Place palettes. Just FYI. So yeah, let's get into the swatches, you guys. I don't want to get too much into quantity, price, and all that. You can just look it up. We have a lot to talk about. Oh my god, it's already like 8 minutes long. So let's get in swatches. This blue. This is beautiful, like jewel tone, obviously, as you can see, jewel tones. Let me just do it quickly. Why am I swatching it in this this finger? Sorry. I need to swatch it in the fingers from my left hand. So that is the top row. Now all these 3 colors are really good. They are saturated in color. Just color saturation that we saw in the Masquerade palette, in the Saharan 2 palette, they just pack a punch, you guys, and they stay. I'm really impressed with these 3 colors. This color, the pigmentation is good. The frosty, dirty, seafoam green kind of color, but it's a dull color. It's a really dull color. It doesn't like pop at all, although it's like frosty and it's really light. It's quite a dull color, and it does not look good on my skin tone. It just looks dirty. It does not pop. I mean, the formula is good. It's not a foil. I would not call it foiled, but I just don't like the color, you know. Then we have the second row. Let's do the second row. Hang on. Oh, that yellow is not good at all, you guys. This yellow that you see, this requires to build up. It's not because it's sheer, but the color itself, you know, it's like kind of muted berry tone. This just yellow is just awful, just bad. And this brown is beautiful and so pigmented. I like, and oh, hang on, I just wanted to talk about these two colors, and then my mind just immediately jumped to this color. Really need to contain myself. So these two are really good, but this one is more muted, the reddish berry shade. It needs a little bit of building up that needs to be done for it to like show up really well on my skin tone. But if you have lighter skin tone, you shouldn't have any problem. And then this one is, as you can see, again, not a pop of purple. It's quite muted. I don't know, it's not, I mean, the color family is not similar to this green, but I don't know, the idea, you know, it's like frosty, but it's not brighter, it's not vibrant, you know. So yeah, it's a pretty unique color though, you guys. It's a really pretty unique color. I like it, but it's not like, it doesn't like complement my skin tone. Then final row. Oh, and this matte brown is amazing, you guys. It's really good. It's for being a brown and having that yellow undertones to it. It pops on my skin tone. Usually browns with yellow undertones, they just, the yellow will melt into the yellow in my skin tone and they just kind of disappear. So yeah, I love this brown. The brown is fantastic. The final row, I mean, as you can see, all of them are really good. The final row metallics are all foiled actually. The red is not crazy foiled, but it definitely, as you can see, it like catches the light definitely. And the bronze is beautiful too, like a bronzy gold, it's beautiful too. So overall thoughts, I like the darker mattes. These three are just outstanding. And these two are also very good. It's just, this is kind of muted, but the brown is fantastic. But the metallics, there is, I don't know, they are pigmented, but they are not sheer by any chance. They are definitely pigmented, but I feel the color selection, especially for the green and the purple, is not like perfect for me. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's just that. So that is the Afrique palette, and that's just the gist and my review, and those are the swatches, you guys. But I'm in love with these orange, the blues, and the green. They are just so good. And oh, by the way, all of the mattes blend beautifully. No problem, not even the slightest with respect to blending. They just blend well and they also last well. The yellow is just bad. Just the yellow is just like terrible. Just, I don't know, it does not work at all. So yeah, let's get into the Warrior palette. I don't know what happened. That's just few minutes of my life which I'm missing. I don't know what really happened. I don't know why I bought it. It's just, I bought it. So yeah, let's get in the swatches. The packaging is gold, and let's just swatch these. I'm contemplating if I want to remove these swatches. Yeah, why don't we remove that? So just to explain the layout of the palette, it's just, I know they all kind of look similar, but there are two rose golds. The one here and the one here. These two are the rose golds. This is lighter and this is darker. So there are two rose golds and two golds. So this is a gold and this one is the other gold. This is lighter and this is the more richer version of the gold. And then there's one copper. And then that is this, more of an orangey copper, the one I have in the center of the eyelids. And then there's a champagne. So that's pretty much the breakdown of the shimmers. I know they look similar, but they are not. They actually are different. So maybe I'll just swatch the rose golds first to show you guys the difference. So that is the lighter rose gold and that is the darker rose gold. Hang on, am I swatching the right finger? Yeah, lighter rose gold, darker rose golds. And then let's swatch the two golds. Oh, the darker gold is like my favorite out of all of the colors, you guys. This is a lighter gold and that is a darker gold. That is like the most foiled eyeshadow in the palette, the darker, richer gold. It's just beautiful, you guys. And then let me swatch the copper. The copper is the one, hang on, oh, copper is the one right here. It's a beautiful orangish copper. It's beautiful, stunning. And then the final metallic is the champagne. Champagne just looks very champagne-y and white on me, as you can see. Wow. It's just crazy pigmented. So those are the metallics, 2 rose golds, 2 golds, 1 copper and 1 champagne. So that is the breakdown of the metallics. And then you have one very light transition shade. And then this color, I think perfect for medium skin tone transition shade, or maybe even darker color, dark skin transition shade. And then, yeah, do you see how pigmented they are? And then you have like perfect dark, like almost blackish brown. That is perfect, yeah. So that is, hang on, it just kind of mixed in with the champagne. That's the thing that you see. So that is the Warrior palette. I gotta say the metallics are fantastic. They don't need any kind of building up. They just one swipe pigmentation. All of them are really metallic. And this gold is just out of this world foiled. The mattes are perfect. I gotta say this palette like suits every skin tone, just suits everybody. If you have light skin, I think you can use this for a good definition. If you have dark skin, you can use this for a good definition. Medium skin tone, you can pretty much use all of the colors, I guess. And metallics are good. So if you like a gold palette, just buy it, you know, because this is at a really good price. And you have 2 rose gold option, 2 gold option, and like a champagne and like a copper color. So that is these are the swatches, you guys, and that's just my mini review. They're all good. That's all I'm trying to say. They're all really good. It's just a matter of preference, you know, if you really want it or not. So let me just remove the swatches. I think the face palette is the one remaining from the Juvia'S place. I gotta say, initially I was not a big fan of the palette. I was like, do I really need it? The blushes are beautiful. They are pigmented. They blend well, but you need to be a little bit careful. Even if you have darker skin tone, you need to be a little bit careful. So there's that. But they blend beautifully, you guys. They apply really well and they also last well. And I've started to like these blush toned contours nowadays. You know, these like dark plum toned contours rather than like a brownish, like cool brown contours. I really like these. And this really acts beautiful as a contour for me. It just gives a boost to the blush. It blends well. It's really almost seamless on the skin. And these two, I don't know, they could have just added one darker bronze color and then added an actual blush color. Maybe that would have been really good, because these two colors are quite redundant. Let me just swatch the top row. I don't know, you guys, these are just redundant colors. They actually act beautiful as blush toppers. They really look good, and also as a subtle highlighter they really look good too, as that way. And these two don't leave like a deep, like darker streak on my skin tone, because they are so sheer and more like a blush topper. So then they're not that pigmented. So even although they are really deep, if you have my skin tone, you can definitely use it as a highlighter. And let's swatch the bottom row. So this is the color I use to contour. I just take like a fluffy brush and just draw a 3. Literally, that's it. And it just, I don't know, it just looks very natural. Although this is such a deep color, it just looks so natural. I really like it. And all of these color work really well as eyeshadows too. I don't know if they are really, they can be, if they are meant to also be used on the eyes, but they didn't irritate my eyes. They did not stain my eyes. There's good pigmentation when you use on the eyes with your brush. So these worked as eyeshadows as well, and I love these colors as an eyeshadow. They're just beautiful. So yeah, I do like this palette, I do. So those are the swatches, and that's my mini review of the palette. So let's move on to Cheers to the Beauty. So Colored Raine, let's just do the swatches quickly. They had slashed the prices to 25. They were initially 59 or 55, I think, you guys. They had slashed the prices, and then it's now 35 right now. I'd say if you like, I know the swatch is not good. If you like the colors, I'd say get it. I know the swatch of the mattes are not that good, but they are actually good. They show up very, very well on the eyes, I assure you. It's like a very dusty rose color, straight up rose color, but it shows up on my skin tone, not as like a matte that would give a definition, but more like a transition shades. I would say, I would consider all these three mattes as transition shades on deeper skin tone. I don't know, Colored Raine is like a black owned brand. I'm not sure why they did not give a really deep eyeshadow, you know, like a rich brown or rich, very deep red. I don't think we have like a very, very deep, intense red, even in the even in the what's it called? Queen of Hearts palette. I don't think so. I'm a little surprised, really. Because neither of the palette have like a really deep, rich color. A little surprised because that is seriously missing in this palette, and in the Queen of Hearts palette, that is something that's like very obviously missing. Then we have Nightingale, Grandeur, and Black Butterfly. The mattes are very, very good. Really like Nightingale. I know it looks very dull, but it's not because it doesn't have pigmentation. That is the actual color, like a very antique gold, like a olive toned gold. I feel it's really unique, not kind of color that you see a lot, you know, and it's also quite pigmented. So that is the top row. I'm sorry, that is the bottom row, and then top row is, oh my god, I'm sorry for that blinding reflection. That is the cream. You see how pigmented that is? It's really pigmented. And then the peachy toned color for transition on lighter skin tone and medium skin tone, and that is the gold. The gold is crazy pigmented for sure. It's that peachy shade. Hang on. Both the light transition colors are really pigmented, you guys. And then we have, this again is a really unique color. This one is so unique. I haven't seen a color like this, honestly. It's like a, I don't know how to describe it. It is definitely some kind of like a gunmetal color, but maybe a taupe. I don't really know, you guys. Like a taupe, I don't know. And this is the silver, and it's also pigmented. Silver and the blue. Now when I saw pictures of this blue, I thought it's, you know, like your regular blue. Why do they have to add that? But once I saw it in person and swatched it, it is a purplish blue, and you can definitely see it in person. You know, it's not like your regular cobalt blue or just your regular blue. You know, it's different. It's different and it's unique. It's a definite, hang on, it's a definitely unique blue color. It's a purple blue, and you can definitely see the purple in person and also on the eyes. So I was a little surprised. That was a pleasant surprise, definitely. So those are the colors, you guys. I'm quite impressed with all of the metallic shades. The mattes, like I said, I'm just a little surprised. Why aren't there any like really rich colors? Especially given the fact that it's black owned. I don't know, all three of these shades are transition colors on my skin tone, and they could have just added just one dark shade. Metallics are all fantastic. So if you like these colors, I think $35 is a really, really good price. I bought this eyeshadow palette for $35, so I think it's a really good price. So yeah, but it's just a matter of whether you like these colors, and if you already have these colors, I don't know, you might probably I mean, it can be considered it's a waste of money, but sometimes, you know, it's not. I don't know, it's just up to you. So yeah, the very cute palette. These are one of the minis from Colored Raine, which just Colored Raine had so much trouble, and they're still having so much trouble selling these, and cheers to the beauty palette. But I'm really excited to what they have in store for holidays, you guys. I'm really excited because I've become a fan of their formula ever since I bought their the rainbow eyeshadows, the matte ones. I'm just really become a huge fan. So these I think I bought these for $26. So they have 6 eyeshadows. This is a top row. I wish the metallics were kind of foiled. They are pigmented, but oh wait, I just ruined the swatch. Hang on, let's do it once again. I wish the metallics were more foiled rather than kind of crumbly. It is pigmented, but there's a crumbly aspect to it. I don't know how to explain it. It's just crumbly. Do you see it like picks up a lot more product? But it works on the eyes with finger and the brush, but I feel making them foiled would have made the formula stand out, you know? And that is that purple shade, you guys. I don't know if you guys can see the purple. I know it looks kind of very pastel, like a grungy pastel, but on the eyes it is quite dark, and it gives a like very smoky mauve look on my skin tone. It's a beautiful, unique color. And then you have gunmetal. A gunmetal, I know, I wished it were more metallic. It's just a little bit it's more of a shimmery color than like a metallic effect, you know. But it has good pigmentation, you guys. It is good. And there's this very soft orange shade, which I don't know, I feel it could have been like an intense orange rather than this softer orange. It's pretty soft. It's pretty like a safer orange color, on at least on my skin tone. Maybe on lighter skin tone or medium skin tone it might really look intense, but it's a really soft color on my skin tone. But it blends well and it has good pigmentation. This is a unique color. I really like this color. It swatches well, it applies well. Again, this is not very foil, as you can see, very similar to this gunmetal color. You know, it's not like crazy foil, but it works well with the brush and finger, both. This is another berry color. The last color is more of a berry color, which actually works well, definitely. It blends well and works well. I don't know if these swatches are translating well. Yeah. And it's a dark color. It's really good. It's a good dark color. So those are the swatches. Again, the color selection are a little bit unique, I have to say. That's why I picked this up instead of the others. Definitely kind of unique. I love the idea of a purple and this gunmetal together and this orange. But it's not really an orange, more like a creamsicle color, really. So yeah, that's the reason I picked it up. But I feel it could have been formulated a little better, but it's good. It's good, but it's still an expensive palette. $26 for just 6 eyeshadows. It could have been better, but I wouldn't say it's a bad palette. It's not a bad palette at all. So you can create multiple looks absolutely with this. That is my mini review. So finally, we are coming to the last palette. Yeah, Violet Voss Pro eyeshadows, and this is called the HASTAG palette. This comes with a mirror. That's very good, and there are colors, a lot of colors here. So let's get into the swatches, you guys. This is the top row. I know they don't look very good like swatches, but when you pick it up in the brush, they are good. No problems with blending, no problems with making them last on the eyes. They are good. They are very, very good. This black is actually very, very pigmented. It's pretty pigmented. The black is very good, actually. I just picked up the tiniest amount and there was so much pigment on the eyes. You know, this black that you see, I just picked up the tiniest bit, but there's so much product. But it blended well. You know, I was a little afraid with so much pigmentation. Oh God, I was actually a little bit annoyed. I have to blend all of this right now, but it blended really well. It did not leave any harsh lines behind. It was very, very, very good. The second row is actually full of golds. The golds just transitioning to copper. Actually, that's how it works, or it looks. So tons of gold, you guys. Natasha Denona is coming out with a gold palette, and I don't really think if you have this or the Warrior palette, you need that. You know, this is a unique gold, but these two are kind of very, very similar. Honestly, they're just so similar. And then this is more of an orange copper. That's where the golds are transitioning into coppers. And then finally you have like a rosy copper. You see that? It's like more, it's more orange. Yeah, that's exactly what that is. This is more orange than this copper. It's more, I guess this color is still gold, right? Definitely still gold, not copper. This is the one which is copper. So that is the second row, all of it, just filled with golds transitioning to coppers. And then we have the third row where you have like this is even more of like an orange. This is more coral, in fact, like a very fiery coral shade. So that is that. I need to, what is this? Oh wait, this is from the colored Raine swatch. So that is the first shade in the second row. I'm sorry, third row. This is a really good vibrant orange. As you can see, it really, you can build it up to be even more vibrant. It's a good shade, you guys. No problems with the blending. And then this is all like a coral to, or pink to gold maybe. Pink to gold duochrome. And then this is where the cranberries begin. The oranges, the orange coppers transitioning to cranberries. So yeah, you have the, so these swatches are the first three rows where you have like the general mattes. Actually the first row is all mattes from here to here, and then you have the golds transitioning to coppers, and then you have like the copper transitioning into cranberries. And then, so let me just quickly show it to you guys. Mattes, golds transitioning to copper, and then the coppers to berries, and then the berries to purple. That's the final row. Actually, I don't have room in this arm, so let me just do the swatch here. This is like a very, very light purple. That is just a satin color. Actually, that is an exact satin shade. And then we have relevant, hang on, we are doing shade names. Let's not, that's a lot of shades. So that is a duochrome, like a purple to blue maybe. It's beautiful. It does, the consistency on this metallic color is a little thin, but it's actually quite pigmented. Then this is TBT. I'm just, again doing names. So this is TBT, and it is not very vibrant. It does look berry, it does look purple, but it's not like crazy vibrant purple. You know, I can definitely use it as a beautiful transition, colorful transition shade, but not as a color that would deepen the crease, you know, like a dramatic definition. No, but it's a good color. It shows up, as you can see, it shows up really well. And my skin, arms are not primed, not even moisturized, so it shows up well. And then you have like a berry purple, and then the last one is the vibrant purple. This is a vibrant one, definitely. This is a shade I have just right here that you see, the purple. That is that shade. So yeah, those are the swatches, you guys. I would say the color story is interesting. It's really good if you ask me. Golds to coppers to cranberries to purple. It's a good, I think this is perfect for fall, right? So yeah, those are the swatches, and I think I've spoken about all 6 palettes, and the time is really up. I need to move on and film the next video. So those are the swatches. Hope you guys found this video useful. I know these palettes are really old releases, not brand new, but I really thought they might be, someone might find it useful. So thank you so much if you stay till the end of this video. I really appreciate you spending your very precious time with me. It makes me feel extremely special. Thank you so much. If you liked watching this video, and if you like this eyeshadow look or whatever, just give a thumbs up this video, and please do subscribe. Bye bye.